What would you do if you stood before a judge with a parking ticket, expecting a hefty fine, only to walk away with encouragement instead? Today, we're diving into the extraordinary and heartwarming decisions made by Judge Frank Caprio, the judge known not just for his rulings, but for his deep compassion, empathy, and unique approach to justice. From his gentle way of handling confused drivers to inspiring struggling students, Judge Caprio's court has become a beacon of hope and humanity. Let's explore 10 of his most touching verdicts that will make you appreciate the power of kindness in the courtroom. One of Judge Caprio's memorable moments started with a young student standing in court, feeling the weight of his past mistakes. Instead of simply passing judgment, Judge Caprio looked beyond the ticket and saw potential in the student. He encouraged him to finish his college degree, speaking to him as a mentor more than as a judge. Judge Caprio's words of encouragement showed the young man that one mistake doesn't define his future, and that with dedication, he could overcome his challenges. This simple act of belief became a defining moment for the student, proving the positive influence that a little guidance can have on someone's life. Then there was a case where a veteran, unfamiliar with traffic rules, stood nervously before Judge Caprio. It was his first offense, and he had expected to pay a fine. But as Judge Caprio listened to his story, he dismissed the ticket, explaining that after all the veteran had sacrificed, he deserved some understanding for a minor mistake. It wasn't just about the law that day, it was about respect for someone who had served his country. By dismissing the fees, Judge Caprio reminded us of the importance of gratitude and honoring those who serve. In another unforgettable case, Judge Caprio was faced with a parking violation for a grieving mother. She explained through tears that she had been overwhelmed by personal tragedy and had simply forgotten about the rules. Rather than penalize her, Judge Caprio dismissed the $400 in tickets, offering his condolences and reminding her to take care of herself. His act of compassion in the face of her pain brought the entire courtroom to a moment of silent respect. It's cases like these that show Judge Caprio's ability to put himself in others' shoes, recognizing that sometimes people need compassion more than punishment. Judge Caprio is known for cutting through the confusion, and this was no different in the case of a man who had been ticketed for passing through a yellow light. The man was clearly confused by the complex rules, and as he explained, Judge Caprio nodded patiently. Understanding the situation, Judge Caprio dismissed the case, explaining the traffic rules calmly and making sure the man knew how to avoid similar situations in the future. Instead of lecturing him, Judge Caprio made sure he left with knowledge, proving his focus on fairness and understanding rather than harsh consequences. Sometimes, it's the smallest infractions that reveal the biggest heart. Judge Caprio once encountered a man who had parked his car just 1 second before the meter was active. Although technically an infraction, Judge Caprio dismissed the case, laughing along with the defendant as he highlighted the ridiculousness of being fined for a 1-second mistake. His verdict showed his ability to bring common sense into the courtroom, leaving the defendant and viewers alike smiling at the fairness of his decision. Judge Caprio has a unique way of encouraging honesty, as seen in the case of a father and his young son. The father was in court for a speeding ticket, and when Judge Caprio asked if he was guilty, he let his son answer. The boy innocently admitted his dad had been speeding, leaving the courtroom chuckling. Impressed with the boy's honesty, Judge Caprio dismissed the ticket, explaining that honesty is valuable and shouldn't be punished. His approach to justice here wasn't just about enforcing laws, it was about rewarding the truth, showing respect for the integrity of a child, and encouraging positive values. In yet another case, a woman stood before Judge Caprio to explain her unusual parking ticket. She had parked early, confused about the regulations, and was unsure what to expect. With a calm demeanor, Judge Caprio explained the rules to her, then dismissed her ticket with a smile, acknowledging that sometimes the system can be confusing. His kindness in handling such simple mistakes underscores his belief that the court should offer understanding to those trying their best. Judge Caprio doesn't shy away from engaging in spirited discussions, as he did with a defendant who had an unusual argument for his case. The defendant's logic didn't quite hold up, but instead of shutting him down, Judge Caprio listened carefully, then explained why the argument didn't make sense. It wasn't about winning or losing, but about fostering a respectful conversation where both sides felt heard. Judge Caprio's patience and willingness to listen truly set him apart as a judge committed to fairness, allowing every defendant a chance to speak their mind. And in a similar case, Judge Caprio handled a ticket dismissal with incredible care. A woman had been ticketed for an unusual parking scenario, and she was clearly upset about it. Rather than dismiss her concerns, Judge Caprio carefully listened, empathizing with her frustration. He dismissed her ticket, showing once again that he's a judge who sees people, not just cases. His care for individuals makes the courtroom a place where everyone feels valued and understood. Finally, one of the most touching moments in Judge Caprio's court was when he faced a young man with no family support who was struggling to keep his life on track. The man had racked up a series of small infractions and was ready to accept his punishment. But instead of issuing fines, Judge Caprio spoke to him about making better choices, reminding him that he could still turn his life around. Dismissing the fines, he told the man he had faith in him, ending the case with words of encouragement that left a lasting impact on the young man and everyone watching. Judge Caprio's cases highlight a different kind of justice, one based on understanding, compassion, and a genuine desire to see people succeed. His heartwarming verdicts have inspired millions, reminding us all of the power of empathy. It's a reminder that while the law may be black and white, justice is often found in the shades of gray where kindness and understanding make all the difference. If you enjoyed this look into Judge Caprio's inspiring verdicts, make sure to give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss more stories of kindness and justice in action. Let us know in the comments which of Judge Caprio's cases resonated with you the most, and thank you for watching.